forecast. Let's check in with weather specialist Kabir Bagaria. Hey, Kabir.
Thank you so much for that, Amandalina. As we're looking, it's still a bit of a on and off rainy day for much of southern Ontario, including Toronto. The St. Patrick's Day parade was impacted by this as well, but it still went on, rain or shine. Let's talk about what we can expect over the next couple of days. So going through into Sunday afternoon and evening, expect the rain to eventually dissipate. Much of the Golden Horseshoe is going to be looking at less rain, more cloud cover as that clears out for the beginning of the week. In fact, temperatures taking a little bit of a shift and a dip from where we've been over the weekend. It was a nice 15 degrees as a high on Sunday, but as we look forward into where we're going over the next couple of days, it's going to be cooling off, freezing for the overnight period, stronger wind gusts, and then eventually warming up on Wednesday, where we can expect some cloudy skies, but warmer temperatures there as well. Let's talk about where things are going for tonight. Going to the freezing mark at -1, of course, with a little bit of rainfall still continuing, but not a massive washout, not like it's been over the last couple of days. And for tomorrow, your high of just about 4 degrees. Expect some partly sunny periods there as well for much of southern Ontario.
Thanks, Kabir. Catastrophic across the southern United States. At least 35 people have been killed and more severe weather is on the way. Candace Cole has the latest.
Cleanup efforts are now underway after severe weather ravaged parts of the southern U.S., leaving a trail of devastation. Like here in Kentwood, Louisiana, where powerful tornadoes destroyed homes.
I heard a puff of wind out here. Something sounded strange, and when I opened that door, it just blew the glass out of that door, and then it blew me through the house.
2 people were killed in Alabama, where storms also took out chicken farms in the town of Gordo.
Oh, man!
And in this video, a tornado touches down in Tylertown, Mississippi, destroying cars and a camper, taking the lives of 3 people, including a 7-year-old boy.
All I could hear is my 6-year-old screaming that she didn't want to die. You know, you don't want to hear that coming out of your baby's mouth. And, you know, my husband saying, please, God, let my family be okay. Please, God, please, God, please, God.
A lot of families that are displaced right now.
In Oklahoma, wildfires consumed nearly 300 structures, including homes. Governor Kevin Stitt says dry, windy conditions caused fires that were lit to control vegetation to get out of control.
There's about 170,000 acres that were burned. We're still trying to track down how did these fires start. We think some of the power lines contributed to this.
We were really shocked to see our home still standing, to be real honest.
And it's not over yet. 50 million people from Florida to Pennsylvania are now bracing for that same deadly storm system as it touches down in the eastern United States. Candace Cole, Global News, Washington.
Thank you so much for tuning in to your Toronto forecast, of course, with a look at the entire country as well. I'm Kabir Bagaria. Thanks for being here. And for the overnight period tonight, cooling off to just about 5 degrees. And of course, a bit more rain on the way, but just a couple of sprinkles. We'll get to that in just a sec. We're talking about higher elevation snowfall for British Columbia and eventually more snow for southern Saskatchewan and for Manitoba. A few more centimeters still to go as we see this snow system making its way across the region. How much snow can they be expecting? Well, through about Tuesday, we'll still see a couple more centimeters on the way for the region. For the east, the name of the game is rainfall. It's going to be this massive band of rain that we've already seen in southern Ontario, continuing on to impact the Maritimes and Atlantic Canada going through Monday into Tuesday with heavy periods of rain possible there. A flash freeze warning already in effect from Environment Canada as we see those warmer daytime highs transition into daytime lows, or rather nighttime lows that are looking below the freezing mark, which means that things are going to be a little bit more dangerous if you're walking, if you're driving as well. So be extra careful. And of course, the ground being frozen makes it harder for that water to be absorbed, leading to a risk of flooding. So something to be aware of as we go into Monday. Relatively mild, though, for southern British Columbia and, of course, BC's interior. 8 degrees for Vancouver, -3 for Whitehorse, -16 for Yellowknife, right around the freezing mark, and cloudy for Edmonton, but some sunshine, and 6 degrees for Calgary. -2 for Winnipeg going into your Monday. Saskatoon and Regina at -4 respectively. Expect cloudier skies there, and temperatures across southern Ontario relatively consistent, but we can expect a little bit more sunshine going through into our day on Monday. Going into the teens, though, for Atlantic Canada and for the Maritimes, 13 is your high for Charlottetown, 13 and sunny for Halifax, and 11 for Fredericton. Let's get into the details of where we're going for today's highs. Well, Overall, Toronto sat at just about 17 degrees. Warm day for the St. Patrick's Day parade there, of course, but still impacted by that rainfall that should be leaving the region just past the dinner hour, eventually turning into clearer skies going through the beginning of the week. Let's talk about where things are going to be going, though, in the next couple of days and how much rainfall we can expect. It's not very much over the next 2 days or so, but check this out. Wednesday, your high going up to 14, expecting a cloudy day there, but Monday and Tuesday you'll see a little bit of that sunshine hovering just above that freezing mark at 4 degrees. And of course, if you're taking the pups out like this lovely Dallas and Lilith, well, you are going to need a little bit more layers as we go through into the morning, hovering right around that freezing mark as the day and the week gets started.